Dear advocate friends, the Advocates Association Bangalore elections are to be held on December 19th, 2021. As advocates, what are the expectations that we have from the Advocates Association? In view of this, I have drafted a detailed manifesto of AAB 2021-24. The manifesto contains various specific details on where we are headed in terms of our infrastructure, in terms of the pain areas that we are experiencing in the profession, and as to the vision that is to be put forth for future execution. I think, friends, it is famously stated that the bar and the bench are the two wheels of the same chariot. But today a question arises whether these two wheels are treated equally, or whether there is a very big wheel and there is a wheel that is very small, which is that of the bar, where the voice of the bar has become weak. The manifesto that we have drafted has taken suggestions from a vast spectrum of advocates who have given their views and ideas, and it has been summarized under the following bullet points or following heads. Firstly, we have to encourage bold and fearless advocacy amongst the youngsters. Youngsters come from various parts of Karnataka, rural areas and urban areas. But it is quite surprising that we have been telling them, or we have been grooming them to become very submissive lawyers or to surrender to the situation. No, that is not advocacy. We are fighters for justice. Even as our fight should be dignified, or even as our attempt to make out our case should be dignified, we must still encourage bold and fearless advocacy. And much of this responsibility falls on the Advocates Association Bangalore, which must nurture the bar into this type of, or train them into this type of advocacy. Secondly, dear friends, there are many pain areas that we are experiencing. Daily for 8 to 9 hours we stay in the courts. But what are the facilities that we have? The infrastructure is very weak and poor. We don't have proper toilets. We don't have proper canteen facilities. There are so many registry problems. We don't have kiosks for drafting. We don't have kiosks for research facilities. We don't have Wi-Fi. Our mobiles get jammed because there are no boosters. These are real pain areas of our profession. We don't have reclining chairs for 10 minutes rest. I think we need to put all this, because a person each lawyer who spends 8 to 9 hours of his life each day in the courts must have some superior facilities. See the facilities in high-tech parks, see the facilities in international airports. We are constitutional courts. The courts are a constitutional body, whether it is a Mafuzal court or a high court. Why don't we have such high-tech facilities, such high-standard facilities? I think as an Advocates Association Bangalore, we must be the first in India to set up that high standard of facilities for advocates. I therefore intend to bring about a revamp of the infrastructure and bring in these high-tech facilities. Thirdly, friends, where is the dignity of our profession? Where is the self-respect for our profession? I see young lawyers who take out cases and files and go to police stations, but unfortunately are not treated properly. There is a want of cordiality right from the police to the government officers to the courts. Rarely in courts we find that there is want of quality. Therefore, we have to set a new standard of mutual respect and dignity in our affairs with other institutions and in our affairs with police stations and the Home Ministry. In view of this, our Sangha, our Advocates Association, must become very strong, and that is the need of the hour today. We are so busy with welcoming dignitaries and giving farewell to dignitaries, been putting turbans and garlands to dignitaries, but we are not focusing on our strength. Our main strength is the glorious history of this association. 2 Prime Ministers came and visited this association, Sri Narasimha Rao and Sri Chandrasekhar. Why did they choose the Advocates Association Bangalore to deliver their addresses? Several union ministers used to come and ask for a platform here. But today we have become voiceless. We have to again restore the strong voice of the Advocates Association Bangalore. Remember, we are the biggest professional body in Asia, united as one with 25,000 advocates. But where is the voice? Why has the voice of this 25,000 advocates gone silent? So these are the issues that we have to take up. I have a vision plan which I have brought out in the manifesto. We have to establish bridges between courts and Vakil Bhavana and the courts, in various other court bridges in various other courts also for easier access to the higher floors. We have to establish food plazas. We have to have a vision to bring out new things in order to rejuvenate the entire atmosphere. We have to make the atmosphere in courts very energetic and lively. We have to refurnish the Advocates Association. We have to repaint the Advocates Association. We have to bring in giant screens in the Advocates Association. It should be a forum for propagation of our mutual ideas, for debates, and also it should be a beautiful experience to come to the courts and work. And most important, I would want as a COVID response to bring about a COVID fund, a COVID education fund for all those children who have been orphaned, children of lawyers who have been orphaned because of the loss and death of the earning member, the loss and death of the earning lawyer. There are many children who have today to depend upon a single parent, their mother, and who have no sources. Mother who has been a housewife has to suddenly shift to earning, and it has become very difficult to meet the needs of these children. I personally have seen an experience where in a day after the death of a former prosecutor, public prosecutor, children who were educated in very posh schools by the earning father had to suddenly depart to Bijapur and plan on educating themselves in a mediocre school. So these are the challenges we face. As a 25,000 lawyer community, can't we establish a fund for this education of these students, these bright students, who otherwise would have attained the highest in life if their parents were alive? I think this is the direction that we must take. I am also keen on implementing the group insurance scheme in view of the tremendous pressure, financial pressure during COVID for lawyers who did not have money. They had to pay 30 to 40,000 or 50,000 for a per day in ICUs, and they did not have such liquidity immediately. So these are the issues, friends. We also have to establish sites for lawyers, and we have to make a lot of efforts because there is a flood of lawyers who have come from rural areas. We need to give them opportunities. We need to ensure that they get proper sites, that they can build their houses, that their hard work can be repaid through proper infrastructure for themselves and proper quality of life for themselves. I think these opportunities we must strike as an Advocates Association Bangalore. We are not just an association to garland people or to put turbans on people. I think we must stop the culture of garlanding and we must move on to achieve real change in the future of our Advocates Association Bangalore. Thank you, dear friends, and I request you to kindly read this manifesto and give your further suggestions to me so that we can incorporate it in future. I request you to kindly vote me as President of the Advocates Association in order to implement this change, in order to reform the way we live our lives in our courts, and in order to ensure that there is a long-standing relationship of mutual respect between courts and the bar. I think we have the strength to do it. We only have to awaken the sleeping giant, and I'm sure that we'll do this in the future. Thanking you, Vivek Reddy.